Hello there, and welcome to the Xenomorphic Possibilities Podcast. This is episode number 13. I'm entitling this one Flashlight Confusion. So, this episode that I'm going to be doing today is about inconsistencies with flashlights in the Prometheus film. During one of my viewings, I think it was on July 4th, if my notes are correct here. Yes, on July 4th, this was an evening showing around 5 o'clock at night. I watched Prometheus, and this was like the 10th time I would have seen it here. And I noticed flashlights being switched in the middle of scenes without any explanation. And I saw this multiple times. So, the opening with Shaw, she has a flashlight that is mono. It's got a single light. As the scene progresses, a few seconds later, in fact, you cut back to Shaw and you see a tri-flashlight with 3 lights. So you see mono, the tri, in the opening scene with Shaw, and then you see a tri. So that's the first instance right away in the movie. They already are starting to be inconsistent with flashlights. And I thought perhaps this might be a thing where she has 2 flashlights, but it does not seem to be the case. So when we get to the planet, there's a couple other things I noticed. More flashlight confusion. You have this multiple times. So I'm trying to decipher my notes as it's been since July 4th since I wrote these. So when we're at the dead body of the elephant head being chopped off, you switched from a tri to a mono, and I believe it was one of the main characters that did that. I forget which one. So that's number 2. That's the instance number 2. When you have Fifield and his buddy, when they're abandoned, you see a switch there as well from a mono to a tri with one of the characters there. So that's number 3. When Chance goes to search, he has a tri flashlight, and that eventually switches the mono. And basically, throughout the film, you have these flashlights that inconceivably are being switched out from mono to tri. And the design of the flashlight is not like it could be made so you switch it from 1 to 3. It doesn't seem that it's a dual-purpose flashlight. It seems that these are 2 separate flashlights with 2 separate... that these are just props that they're not paying attention to. And that is a detail that I'm really sad didn't really make the cut in this movie, that they didn't see the detail, the need to be detailed with this movie, and instead they just kind of did, let's use this flashlight here, this one there, and as they shot the movie, they did not pay attention to this at all. So that's one thing that bugged me about Prometheus. I love Prometheus, but on my 10th viewing, I noticed things like that. The other big thing that really kind of bugged me about Prometheus, consistency-wise, was the touch screen. How do you open a door in Prometheus? Well, you hit the touch screen. And in some scenes, they're very precise, boom, 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 or whatever it is, to open the touchscreen. And other ones, they just kind of, boom, we're going to hit the touchscreen and it opens. I noticed throughout the film, it's a different touch target for opening the door. You have some scenes where it's the top of the touchscreen, some scenes at the bottom of the touchscreen, and it's just kind of all over the place where the actors themselves aren't really paying attention to where they hit it because they might have not been given direction as to where to actually hit the touchscreen. That is an important detail I think they just left out in this movie, in this film. You know, it's another, like a flashlight thing where, it doesn't matter, no one will notice, no one will care. That's not the focus of it. But it becomes a nagging point when watching it that you notice these little inconsistencies that can really drive you insane a little bit. That, this is such an awesome movie, but you have these little things that make it not what it could be. It could be so much more, but these inconsistencies, you just can't fix it in post, really. It'd be a hard thing to do. Anyways, I'm still a big fan of Prometheus, but this episode is more about, after watching it a ton of times, this is, 10, 12, 13 viewings I've had, there are some things that stick out, and the two big ones, flashlights and inconsistencies. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today in today's episode is about the hologram from Wayland, right? So Wayland has his speech at the beginning of the movie, hologram, and the thing that gets to me about this is, from his statement at the beginning of the movie to a statement at the end of the movie, he actually lies, right? Or isn't telling the full truth. So Wayland says, what would you do if you meet your creator? We'd ask the most meaningful questions, right? That is what he wants to do. Ask the most meaningful questions. And that's not what happens. You know what happens? Wayland is greedy and asks through David, his interpreter, to give me life. Let me live longer. Let your godlike power save me. I want to be saved. And that is what he asks of his creator. And that is not what he stated at the beginning of the movie. In the beginning of the movie, the most meaningful questions. That's what Shaw wanted the answer. And that's what Shaw was actually hurt for trying to ask her creator. So, nothing too big there, just something that I noted as a point of interest of mine. So anyways, this is today's episode 13 of the Xenomorphic Possibilities Podcast, where I just talk about some inconsistencies and some just little things I noticed while watching this movie for, the 10th or so time. So with that said, thank you for watching, and I'll be back for more episodes. My next episode I think I'll be doing is Prometheus and the whole Alien franchise and its relationship to God, Jesus, and that kind of thing. Because it was a big theme in this film, and it definitely is made clear that this is a universe where Jesus Christ is the God. He is the Savior of the world. And as a Christian, that was a unique thing to see in this science fiction movie. So that's probably episode 14 coming up pretty soon here. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back for more episodes. In the meantime, you can stay tuned to this YouTube channel for other videos and movie reviews. And once again, just thank you for watching. And I will be back fairly soon for more videos. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned.